Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Backlash pay-per-view gets underway this Sunday. An opening SmackDown with Alexa Bliss taking on Sasha Banks. The winner of this match will take on Shayna Bayzler at Backlash pay-per-view for the women's title. Let's get Sasha Banks out here and get this match underway. And here comes the boss, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, sorry. Sasha Banks looking to take on Alexa Bliss here and pick up a victory to go to Backlash pay-per-view to face Shayna Bayzler. Just get this match underway, find out which one of these women will be taking on Bayzler at Backlash. Alexa Bliss ready. Sasha Banks ready. I can see a new look SmackDown before Backlash pay-per-view underway, and Alexa Bliss misses a clothesline. I'm not sure if Sasha Banks maybe dodged that actually. Both women in black here. And what a right from Alexa Bliss into the pinfall. Maybe that's going to be enough to put away. Referee takes a while to get into the pinfall. It's only a 1 count. Both of these women are obviously former champions. They both have the credentials to go to Backlash and beat Bayzler. But it's going to be a hard fought match. Both of these women are going to have to throw it all at the SmackDown Women's Champion to get the title off her. And Sasha Banks now looking for a suplex, but Alexa Bliss turns it around and looks for a German suplex of her own. And connects. And that's now over ground and pound to Sasha Banks. And they're just kicking her in the face. And another slap again to Sasha Banks, clearly no respect between these two. But for these women, obviously former NXT superstars, both came up to the main roster around the same time. And both have been champions, like I mentioned earlier. Both have been to the top of the mountain. And just a hair whip into the ground. That would hurt more than if it was in the ring. Less protection on the outside. Banks throwing back into the ring now. Banks gets out of the way, the stomp, kick to the back of the leg. Now a clothesline. Takes down Alexa Bliss. Now runs in this time, looking for a Meteora. And connects. And just getting the crowd behind her. Now looking to get some strikes in here. Succeeds and a kick down. Now some kicks to the shoulder. Looking for a right hand, but it isn't there. And Alexa just a clubbing blow to the back, and then just an uppercut, I believe, to Sasha Banks. And now Alexa from the middle rope. An incredible maneuver there. That's now jumping net breaker. Alexa Bliss now, what's she thinking? And we're looking for another insult to injury there. Glad to go after the midsection here, soften it up for when she goes for the insult to injury later on. When she wants to end the match with a splash, was not there for Alexa. Now a jawbreaker. Down goes Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks now, what's she thinking? With a net break of her own. And calling Alexa to her feet, what's she thinking? Sasha Banks looking for bankrupt into the pinfall on Alexa, but only a 1 count. This is going to be a pretty good opening match. Or it is a pretty good opening match for SmackDown. For these women, obviously looking to not leave that all in this ring, because I want some left for Backlash. But Alexa Bliss now grabbing her by the throat and now just taking her down with an STO. Now again looking for insult to injury. And now into it again. And one more time. Clearly going after the midsection here is Alexa Bliss. Alexa might be looking to end it here. Moving Sasha towards the top rope. She's going to look for Twisted Bliss. There she is, and she connects. Is that it? Is that enough to put away Sasha Banks? No, it is not. Still more left in the bank for Sasha Banks. And Alexa Bliss is going to have to find what she has left to take it out of her. So again looking for a huge forearm, but not able to connect. Sasha again. And just a kick to the back. And just slamming her face first into the mat. Sasha Banks now thinking another neck breaker. Yes, she is. So again, Sasha getting the crowd behind her. Sasha comes running in. No, she doesn't. Looks for a right hand instead. And Alexa getting with that huge right. Do we think about Twisted Bliss again here? Yes, she is. I'm going to go up top. She's just calling Sasha Banks to her feet. What's she thinking? Alexa jumping in, looking for a drop kick, but Banks reverses. Banks now in the corner of a frying pan chop. Now Meteora in the corner. Sasha Banks now. DDT, no. Arm drag out of it. And a kick to the face by Alexa Bliss. Bliss now. A slap to the back of the head. Now Alexa did not quite like, Sasha Banks did not quite like that. A little bit of disrespect shown there to Sasha Banks. Now Alexa again one step ahead. And another slap. Some mind games being played here by Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks. Backstabber. Trips her over. Looking for the bank slip but rope break. I think Alexa Bliss knew exactly what she was doing there. Sasha Banks thinking now. Sasha Banks off the ropes. Looking for Shining Wizard connects. Now Sasha into a bank statement. Is this going to be it? Is Alexa Bliss going to tap? Is Sasha Banks going to go to Backlash pay-per-view? Alexa Bliss now fighting her way out the bank statement. A sharp elbow. Looks like it's rocked. Sasha Banks in the DDT by Alexa Bliss into the pinfall. Is that it? 1, 2, and Sasha at up 2.5. Alexa Bliss. Twisted Bliss. No, insult to injury, sorry. I think Alexa's looking to end this. I think she's looking to just put down Sasha to ensure she's a woman going to Backlash pay-per-view. Again with a DDT into an impressive kip up. Looking to drag Sasha. I think is out of it here. I think Sasha's out cold. That's why Alexa Bliss can't really drag her to the middle of the ring, but Alexa Bliss is going to have to pick her up and do something else there. Comes in and a monkey flip. Sasha able to find her way back into this match somehow. Thought it was all over for a second. Jawbreaker again by Sasha Banks. Sasha now, what's she thinking? Whether she was thinking Alexa has stopped her. And so now just a slap and a kick there. Now just taking her down. What's she thinking now? Just a knee to the arm. And now insult to injury yet again. Alexa now throwing Sasha into the corner. Hoisting Sasha Banks up top. Sasha now dragged off the top onto her arm. She caught me in a good way after that. So Bliss runs in with a drop kick. Now Alexa Bliss, what's she thinking? Insult to injury yet again. The midsection of Sasha Banks cannot be in a good way. Twisted Bliss. Alexa connects, and that's going to be it, surely. 2, 3. And Alexa will go to Backlash to take on Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think Alexa had a match won after the 2 DDTs. I think she just wanted Twisted Bliss to put an exclamation point on the win. But I reckon if she went for the pin straight after the DDT, that was it. Because I think Sasha was out cold. That's why Alexa couldn't move her. See, quite a few insults to injuries were hit during this match. So in the midsection of Sasha Banks took a quite a big hit, you've got to say. But Alexa happy she'll be taking on Shayna Baszler at Backlash, and that's a match I cannot wait for the SmackDown Women's title. Okay, well after that match, which was Alexa Bliss picked up the victory, Seth Rollins will be taking on Austin Theory at Backlash pay-per-view. If you follow me on Twitter, which you can find down below, you'll see their match card for Backlash pay-per-view, so you can see what matches are going on and which order they'll be going on, which is something I recommend you do. Yes, Seth Rollins beat R-Truth. Rey Mysterio picked up a victory over Happy Corbin. And later on, Mysterio will find out who is taking on at Backlash pay-per-view for the US title. And Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin beat 2 of the Lucha House Party members in this tag match, and they'll be taking on the Usos at Backlash pay-per-view for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Well, next we have Austin Theory taking on Humberto Carrillo in his warm-up match for his match against Seth Rollins at Backlash pay-per-view. So let's get into that one and see if Austin Theory can head to Backlash pay-per-view with some momentum like Seth Rollins had earlier tonight. I just saw that Austin Theory is already in the ring. Austin Theory just walked out here. He did not have his entrance music playing. He did not have his anything. He just walked out here, straight into the ring, and called Humberto Carrillo out to get this match underway. Austin Theory means business here tonight. I think he's just annoyed that Seth Rollins at the moment has got the better of him, I guess, last week. But Humberto in the ring. Speaking of in the ring, Austin Theory with a taxia to Humberto Carrillo. Before this match even gets underway, Austin Theory here. Austin Theory now. A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Well, smart by Austin Theory in a way. We didn't waste any energy. Just came out here, hit his finishes on Carrillo and picked up a victory. Rather emphatically as well. Just took out Carrillo before he was even ready to fight. Austin Theory victorious here after that match. And while Seth Rollins is at the top of the screen on the ramp. What's Seth Rollins doing out here? I think Sasha's saying, I will see you at Backlash. Now Seth turning around and making his way out of here. Okay, well after that match, which Austin Theory picked the victory, and we saw Seth Rollins appear at the top of the ramp for a few seconds, just saying a few words to Austin Theory before that match, maybe trying to get into his head. The Usos took on Alpha Academy, and they picked up the victory, so they're in good form, heading to Backlash pay-per-view to defend their titles up against the Hurt Business, which has been reformed by Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Murphy took on John Morrison in this match, and Murphy will be facing Rey Mysterio, who won earlier tonight up against Happy Corbin at Backlash pay-per-view for the United States title. Now, a woman who had an opportunity to earn a shot at Shayna Baszler's title last week, unfortunately lost in that triple threat match to Sasha Banks and Io Shirai, will be taking on Shayna Baszler here tonight in this match. So let's see if Shayna Baszler will defeat Indy Hartwell, or Indy Hart will pick up her shot victory up against Bayzler. No surprise there, Bayzler picks up the victory, and let's get into our main event of tonight. The Universal title #1 contenders match set up by Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns as Cesaro, being given the shot by the SmackDown general manager to the disdain of Roman Reigns, I believe. Because I don't think Reigns wants Cesaro to be in there. I think Reigns considers Cesaro a threat. Let's see who's going to be his opponent. And here comes the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. This man last week was taking on Roman Reigns and put up a good fight against Reigns. I think Reigns and Paul Heyman, who was at ringside, thought Cesaro was close to getting a victory. And Heyman said something to Reigns whilst he's in the sharpshooter. And Reigns, towards the end of the match, decided, well, that's Sami Zayn. What is Sami Zayn doing out here? Sami Zayn's going after Cesaro, it looks like. Sami Zayn with a clothesline to the back. Zayn now with a fisherman's suplex. Yeah, I thought it was only with a fisherman buster, but a fisherman's suplex there. Getting word that Zayn is Cesaro's opponent. And now, so backbreaker to Cesaro. But as I was saying, as these two brawl on the ramp here, Cesaro was taking on Reigns, and Reigns towards the end of the match decided to hit Cesaro with the steel steps and get himself disqualified. Cesaro, I don't think was ready, but I think Zayn was thinking about the Helluva kick there. And that's Cesaro fighting back here. Cesaro's still got his trousers and jacket on here. Cesaro cannot wrestle like this. Surely he has limited movement in those trousers. Zayn now after a combination throws him off the ropes, but they collide. And Cesaro looking for a drop kick there. Cesaro reverses. Kick to the gut of Cesaro misses the kick there, sorry. He's getting ready to say Cesaro connects with a kick, but he misses. Cesaro rotates out of that. Now looks to hoist Zayn up himself. Zayn sits behind. German suplex delivered. And now Zayn at the ropes into a roll up here, but rope break. And a kick to the gut. Zayn a bit desperate here, maybe. I think Zayn realises the opportunity has been given here. He's got a universal title shot on the line. All he has to do is defeat Cesaro. And I think he kind of messed up his attack at the start. I think he was expecting to do more damage than he did, and Cesaro now getting into this one. It's a drop kick to the back of the neck. Cesaro is hoisting Zayn up. Look at the strength of Cesaro. This is the man that will be taking on, possibly taking on Reigns at Backlash. As he plants Zayn, no, looks to do it again. Maybe a message to Reigns there, saying this is who's coming after you. And drops him once again. Cesaro, what's he thinking? Cesaro thinking about the swing. And just launches Zayn across the ring. Zayn gets out of the way with a kick there to the ankle. Now Zayn kicked himself on a couple of chops now. Last time it was all Zayn, I believe. It was, we might have seen him after this, but he was facing Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank for the United States title, and he lost, which is why obviously Rey Mysterio was the United States champion. Great reversal there by Zayn into a wrestling takedown, but a big knee there. Looks like it's rocked Cesaro. Sami Zayn thinking exploder. Cesaro with sharp elbow was of his own there. Now again Zayn able to get out of that manoeuvre. Cesaro, extra chain looking for by Sami Zayn, but Cesaro gets out of it. Cesaro looking for a wrestling takedown of his own to Sami Zayn. I thought it was with like a knee drop. And now a knee smash of his own to Sami Zayn. Cesaro turning Zayn around looking for a wrestling takedown once again. Cesaro calling Zayn to his feet here. So looking for from the middle rope. Target acquired by Cesaro. Looks for an uppercut there, but I think he missed just the distance. I think when he rotated to get the spin, he messed up his jump. Cesaro now combination strikes of his own. Zayn able to get out of it. Zayn now from the middle rope crossbody. Delivered to perfection. Now Zayn a chop. Zayn launches Cesaro. And Zayn, helluva kick! Is that it? Is Zayn going to Backlash to face Roman Reigns? Cesaro. Can Cesaro kick out of this? 2. Yes, he can. Sami Zayn is not going to Backlash just yet. And the crowd chanting, "You're not worthy here," to Sami Zayn. I think that's kind of annoyed Sami Zayn. He's just asking the crowd to hype him up there, but the crowd aren't doing so. Now Zayn, sharp elbow again by Cesaro. And Cesaro hoisting Zayn up. Body Michinoku driver actually by Cesaro. Cesaro now, what's he thinking? I think he's thinking, yes, he's UFO to Sami Zayn. Look how impressive this maneuver is. Now stepping through into the sharpshooter. Very similar position to where he locked Reigns into it last week. Is Sami Zayn going to tap here to the sharpshooter? Sami Zayn now. Cesaro getting this move locked in again, but Zayn able to just force Cesaro off of him and comes in with a clothesline, and that goes to the top. Sami Zayn thinking powerbomb, but no, well, not powerbomb, thinking senton maybe, a Hurricane Rana, but a powerbomb there from Cesaro. Sorry, double stomp to the midsection. And Cesaro running in, European uppercut. I think it was his own head on that one. Cesaro now launching uppercut delivered by Cesaro there. Cesaro kick to the midsection by Zayn. Zayn now with a body slam to Cesaro. And Zayn now launching Cesaro out the wind. What is Zayn thinking? Is he thinking torpedo DDT? This is very impressive. Yes, he is. Torpedo DDT onto the outside of the ring. And Zayn now launching Cesaro back into the ring. Now Zayn into the ring himself, asking Cesaro to bring it here. Cesaro getting up now to the displeasure of Sami Zayn, who wanted him to get up when he was further away. But Zayn drop kicked away. Now looking for an elbow drop, but Zayn gets out of the way of that, and Zayn runs in, but Cesaro had it covered, body block there. Kick to the midsection. Zayn now, what's he thinking? Zayn launches Cesaro to the outside yet again. Zayn think about Tope con Hilo. Connected perfectly by Sami Zayn there. Sami Zayn throwing everything he can at Cesaro here tonight. What does Zayn think about now? If he's going to throw everything, looking for an Aztec press. But Cesaro got out of it. Cesaro now, what's he thinking? Just launches him into that steel ring post. I think Sami might have hurt his knee there on that landing. Cesaro now, got wrench. Suplex on the outside. Cesaro, what are you thinking? I think Sami Zayn might have just annoyed Cesaro a little bit too much with the attack before the match even started. And now just a forearm to Sami Zayn. Now European uppercut. Shit. Sami Zayn is rocked here. What is Cesaro thinking? Whatever he's thinking, Sami Zayn does not let him do it. And Sami Zayn now, huge drop kick to the face. So now breaking up the count. Going back to the outside. Clothesline. Looking for a standing moonsault, but misses. Well, misses is maybe not the right word, but kicks to the thighs now. Or the thigh. Now Sami, exploder suplex. On the outside. Sami Zayn now. I think about using this table himself to put Cesaro through it. What is Zayn thinking right now? Zayn placing Cesaro on the top of the table and a punch to the face. What is he thinking? What is Sami Zayn got in mind right now? Sami Zayn moonsault, but Cesaro moved. And a big kick to the face. Sami Zayn's got to be done, surely. He's going to be launched into the ring now by Cesaro. So I surely think about the end of this match now. Cesaro thinking UFO for a second time. Plants him down. And now twist to the neck. Hoist up Zayn. Neutralizer. Cesaro is not done. Cesaro now, what's he thinking? I think Cesaro wants to make Zayn tap. Cesaro wants to make Zayn tap right now. Sami Zayn, sharpshooter, and Zayn has no choice but to tap. And Cesaro is victorious and will face Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, for the Universal title at Backlash. Gotta say, a hard-fought victory there by Cesaro. Sami Zayn got his manoeuvres in. I think that was a turning point there. When he didn't connect with that moonsault, that was it. Neutralizer into the sharpshooter. Cesaro is victorious and will head to Backlash pay-per-view.